yarn wrapping workshop is used to produce air-covered yarn or blended yarns that are commonly used in seamless apparel products. Air-covered yarn is made by combining two yarns using highly compressed air. The use of covered yarns on seamless products can make the fabric feel softer and smoother. Here in our knitting workshop is where the very first step of making a seamless garment happen. After designs are created in the computer software and transferred to the machine, technicians will then set up corresponding yarns that are needed before the machine starts knitting. Different types of yarns are fed through multiple feeders from the top. And knitting time varies depending on the type of product. After the tubes are knitted, we would then inspect the tubes to make sure they are free of knitting defects such as horizontal lines, snags, hanging needles, and etc. After tubes are knitted and inspected, we will send them to the dye house. During the dyeing process, some special procedures might be performed either before, during, or after dyeing when considered necessary to avoid dyeing defects. For example, in order to reduce chances of having wrinkle lines on finished tubes, the dye house workers will loop a string through each tube before dyeing to avoid the tubes getting tangled inside the tank. After dyeing, all batches of tubes will be inspected to make sure there are no major dye defects. These inspected dye tubes will then be transferred to the cutting area. Our trained workers will follow the dotted line on the tube and cut out unwanted pieces. In order to make it easier for the workers and allow the tubes to be cut more precisely, a hardwood board is used to flatten the tubes for cleaner cut. The tubes that have been cut will then be moved to the sewing assembly lines. At Yitong, we have two different types of assembly lines: traditional and FMS. Traditional assembly line is where the workers are assigned to perform one specific task at his or her station. This allows the workers to maximize their strength and increase overall sewing efficiency. In addition, if a mistake is found, we will be able to identify exactly which steps went wrong and make adjustments immediately. FMS assembly line is where we utilize the flexible manufacturing system, a computer program paired with the hanging belt equipment to help reduce the overall sewing time. Workers will stay in their station and the garments will be delivered to them in small baskets. This system allows us to collect data and oversee each step's progress. Both assembly lines are used to accommodate different production needs. We have inspections throughout the entire production process. However, the two major inspections happens after sewing and ironing, which we call finished product inspection. It focuses on sewing workmanship, ironing flatness, overall color, and surface evenness. Inspected finished products will be packaged in this area, followed by metal scanning. Inside our packaging workshop, there is a designated needle-free area. Finished products will be packaged into cartons in this area to avoid any sharp metal objects getting mixed into cartons. All personnel entering this enclosed area will be screened by handheld metal detector. We are also enforcing strict metal object control regulation in all of our workshops. We also have our very own lab that is equipped with more than 20 professional testing equipment. We can perform different tests such as washing fastness, perspiration fastness, dry friction, wet friction, anti-yellowing, pH value, and etc.